Raj.
Cool. I'm starting the recording. Just give me a thumbs up that it's okay that I'm recording you.
Okay.
Just give me a thumbs up that it's okay I'm recording you. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So, I guess first question is, how do you think India is different from anywhere else in the world?
इंडिया कैसे अलग है?
हाँ, बोल.
Since India is having back roots a long years ago, since it is having a civilization which is more than 500 or beyond that era, so we have a culture like that.
Are you
And
guys. I think one of the first things that at least I think about with India is like Hinduism, right? That Hinduism is
yes,
one of the oldest
oldest
religions in the.
civilization.
Yeah. So, like, are you guys religious, would you say? Like, what importance does religion play in your lives?
What? Can you repeat?
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. In what, like, how does religion.
Meet them. This
Yeah.
is my friend
Hey.
Hi.
Amit.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, how are you guys religious? Like, do you guys pray? Are you Hindu? Um, yeah, could you talk about like how important religion is for you at all?
Yeah, religion is very important to us since this is something which preserve us during the many attacks when the other civilizations attacked our country. Religion is the first and last thing which we preserved from there to till now. So it is very important to us.
So for you guys, like, I guess I'm interested in like you personally. Like, do you guys pray a lot? Is that something that,
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
On
We
daily
pray
basis.
on a daily basis. We
Morning, evening, afternoon,
Wow.
three
So,
times a day.
wow. Are the majority of are the majority of people in are the majority of
yeah.
people in India Hindu? Are they Buddhist? Are they Christian? Like, what is.
Majority of the populations are Hindu, and later on
Muslims.
maybe Muslims, Buddhist, Christianist, Jainis, Sindhu.
Oh, that's right, Jainis. And then,
I am a Jain.
oh, cool, a Jain. Isn't there I feel like there's. Is it in India where Jains are kind of are they oppressed? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like there is that you're discriminated against a lot in your country for being the particular religion you are, or you don't
No,
feel.
no,
No?
no. None of us feels like that we are discriminated. We all are similar. First of all, we are Indian. What I think in my mind, and what most of the people think in mind, that irrespective of the religion, we are first of all Indian. Okay, then after we will be Hindu, Jain, or any else thing. Okay? After that, if there is something else left in our body, then we will like state wise. Those people say, no, we are from this kind of state, or we are from this place. So after that, this first of all, first and last thing, we are all are Indian. Then after the things goes on.
So, so one of the reasons that I'm doing this channel is because I think that not many people really listen to people from other cultures. Do you
Yes.
do you feel like, and I think that a lot of people who don't listen are extremists, right? Are people who are violent towards each other. Like, do you feel like there are extremists in your country? And if so, like, how are they different from like a normal person in India?
Actually, there is a religion which is extremely extremist,
Hmm.
and you all know that. In an on a worldwide basis, you know that religion who is extremely extremist. So they have to consider that we all love them, but they doesn't accept that. They are diverted by many people in many eras. Like they are diverted by the Britishers, they are diverted by the Mughaliyas in Mughaliya era, and something like that.
So
So
Yeah.
Their mentality has changed a lot.
So like who are the extremists that you think are in India? Like who are the extremists, do you
No,
think?
I cannot say the religion of that people. No?
Oh, but I
It
feel
should be
like,
controversial. No?
I mean, to be fair, I think that each religion has extremists, right? Christianity has extremists.
Then, then why the maximum number of terrorist attacks comes from a single religion in the whole world?
Would you say that that's Islam?
Why? This is the most basic example why the number of maximum number of attacks in any part of the world comes from a single religion. Why?
Well, I mean, that's
Why
comp.
can't someone can answer this question freely?
Do you think that I guess just to be clear, do you think that the
Why
majority of
Jainis are not the terrorists? Why Hindus are not terrorists? Why Christians are not terrorists? Why Buddhists are not terrorists? Why Americans are not terrorists? Why Britishers are not terrorists? Why Egyptians are not terrorists?
I mean,
Why there is only one in one community is
yeah.
having the maximum number of terrorists?
Well, it's interesting because like I'll play devil's advocate. I think that Americans are America has been terroristic in many ways. Like we invaded Afghanistan, we invaded Iraq. We
Yeah,
like
there is some mistakes which has been done by the Americans. Due to that, Osama bin Laden and उसका नाम क्या था तेल वाले का Saddam Hussein.
right.
These are the peoples which are you may say they are born due to these some American mistakes. I'm not sure, but as per the news and as per the things which I have heard, there are some mistakes by which these peoples get exasperated.
I think I'm of the opinion, and I'd be interested in hearing both of your opinions on this. Like that the United States actually has caused a lot of instability all over the world, and
Yes,
that
this is true.
we're not great, you know. And Russia also, like Russia isn't great either, and China's not great. Like no country is innocent, you know, and so
But
yeah.
yeah, you may say America has done some instability, Britishers have done some instability, China has done some instability, and something like that. But can anyone tell us that if Indians has done some kind of instability in any era of time?
I don't think India's actually been so innocent. Like India's been so good compared to like the
India has
U.S.
welcomed all religions. Who has come to our border, we have accepted by open-handedly, by our both hands. We accepted their religion.
So that this leads to a great
And this
question.
is
Like,
the main reason why I've been fucked
yeah,
from
that's
all
yes,
over the.
yeah.
This is the main reason. If we have protected our religion, if we have not allowed anyone other than Hindu to enter this place, then things have much gone better. In some cases, not all, but in some cases.
So what do you think? What do you think
But we
is?
are open to all. So this is the main reason what today has gone. But yes,
Well, let me ask you another question then. Like, why do you think? What do you think is the thing that India does differently than all these other countries? Than like America, China, Russia, you know, the British. Like,
actually,
what does India do
there
differently?
are a lot of checklists what you have answered in this. But what I see is we don't attack or we don't punish the person to whom we interact. If someone is hurting us, we don't punish him in the very first attack. We try to solve the matters in a way that is not more painful. We don't punish people in the very first way. But if you see the other parts of the era, when Bin Laden attacked your building 9/11, you fucked him in one way. So there are some examples where the other countries have punished in a single shot. but we have given chances.
Now, what do you now? Remind me of your name, the guy who's like sitting back and hanging out like this, like what, like
Gaurav.
yeah, Gaurav. Like, what are your opinions of all this? I think what the other guy is saying is very smart, but I'm interested in hearing your perspective too.
Gaurav, kindly share your perspective.
Now I am going to a deep sleep.
Because we are in night shifts, we are
We are
continuing
in
from
night shift.
day.
Oh,
Continue from day shift
Actually,
to
there is some
night,
incident in the factory, so
and
we have to
now
continue the
now we are totally fucked up. We have no extra energy for.
this intellectual talk.
you guys are
But you
fun.
are too good, man.
What is that?
You are too good
Oh, why do you say that?
Why do you say that?
because I like your color and your hairs.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, I think I don't know. I think you guys
Hmm.
are onto something. Like we don't like your country doesn't punish people. I
But
don't know.
actually, what I have now feel, and what other peoples have this kind of what we can say humor or sense of humor or anything else. In a few years, maybe 10, 50, 100 or 200. It may be anything. We will not be like this, since the atmosphere is changing very much as per the religion basis. I'm saying, not atmosphere related to the है ना? So this is changing a lot, and this will harm all the Hindus and all the other religions related to Hindus in the country, because we are in a sleep mode for thousands of years, and this is what will punish us, all of us, in a way that has happened in the Kashmir. If you have heard the what I'm saying, if you try to know, if you connect these things, what happened in Kashmir for Pandits in 1980s or 1990s, the massacre,
Hmm. Yeah, the genocide, right?
yeah, the genocide, the massacre. So we have not awake on that in that era, and now still we are not awaking.
Well, let me. I think so. Let me ask you one more question. Like, so I think that to be able to become like a better society, we need to ask ourselves first, like, how can I improve? Because the way that
To
society
be
will
a
end up.
to create a better society, or to be live in better society, or to sustain a better society, the one and only one thing which I feel in this country is to respect all. But if someone is disrespecting, whether it is from your religion or it is from other religion, destroy them in single handedly. That's it. When others are doing the same, why we can't do it?
So you think that like
What if you heard about the agency Mossad? It is from Russia or something like that. It is a secret agency of Russia, I think so. Mossad.
Is right.
Israel, sorry,
oh
Israel.
okay
Right.
yeah
Israel, Mossad. When in the past, in around 1980s or 1990s, I've found these things on YouTube. That some Muslim country has kidnapped or murdered their Olympic players,
oh
something like that.
yeah
Do you remember? If you remember, or you can search on it on the internet.
yeah I've heard something like this yeah
They haven't begged anyone for their help, not for their justice. They single-handedly controlled that situation, and the terrorists which are living in any part of the world, they have gone there. The Mossad team had gone there and shoot and kill to death. That is why each and every terrorist and every part of world is in fear of Mossad. And we also love that. We also love our country's secret agency, RAW, and other things. But we also love the act the way Mossad did it. This is the way the things must happen.
See, I disagree. I think that, like, I mean, you look at how,
There is
like
there are lot of things which in which I am shameful that our prime minister uh,
Modi.
क्या नाम था उनका, मोदी जी, उनके नेहरू के बाद आए थे छोटी हाइट के, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री, late Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri. He has been killed in Russia.
He's
The Pakistan had planned for that, and he has been killed in Russia with the help of them. I think so.
Wait, could you
But
repeat
we have
that?
done nothing.
Could you repeat that sentence again? I'm
As per the news and as per the data from the internet, Lal Bahadur Shastri has given poison in Russia during some agreement between the India Pakistan after some war.
When was that?
So
When was that?
in late 1980s, 90s, you can search it on in the internet. Lal Bahadur Shastri in Russia, why he was dead. He has given some poison, and the mystery is still not revealed. And what India had done, what after the next prime minister after Lal Bahadur Shastri, what he has done? Does he have some given inputs to solve that mystery? No, nothing. Till now, no one has come to any kind of conclusion to reveal that kind of things.
Mm.
So this is very shameful, na?
Well,
Several our scientists have been killed. Some like that. Our उनका नाम क्या था scientist का? ये कुछ थे. There are 2 or 3 scientists whom I know. I not know the name right now, but there are some scientists, 2 to 3 scientists, which have been killed by certain agencies of different countries. But we have done nothing. This is very shameful, na? If someone has killed Russia's president or America's president, then what they will do? They will burn all the world because they have guts. They have power of revenge.
yeah, India is in a difficult situation because like, even though there are like
There is something.
1.2 billion
There is
people in
something very
India.
shameful, or we can say there is something like uh, very shameful that we don't react to some serious situations. If our prime minister has been killed, we have done nothing. Our scientist has been killed, we have done nothing. Then why? Then we can't expect na anything good thing. Terrorists may come, may go, and we will hurt day by day. Why Pakistan enters so much here? Because he has no fear.
Interesting. Interesting.
This hurts a lot.
Yeah.
I am a youngster, so when I got to know these kinds of things from internet that prime minister have been killed, scientists have been killed, so I am not able to digest these kind of things.
Well, thank you for sharing all of that. I think that's an important. It's important to hear. I think it's important to hear that opinion. I look at the history of India though, and I'm so I so admire like someone
We
like
have never
Mahatma.
invaded in the past
Well,
around 100
listen,
years,
hold,
200 years,
just
500
hold on.
years.
Give me 1 second here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry, sorry.
I think I look back on your history and from the little I know of it, and I'm so inspired by someone like Mahatma Gandhi, who took a non-violent approach to rebellion, and basically, like, with that movement throughout, the English colonists, and think, why don't we practice that non-violent
No, no,
rebellion?
no, 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 no. This is the half truth of that revolution and that independence. Independence has not given by just in violence or non-violence action. Some brave soldiers have given their life for the justice and for the justice of this country, for the independence of this country. है ना? So Bhagat Singh and many more. There are lots of people. Many more have given their lives for this country, na?
Could I ask you what your perspective or your thoughts are of Mahatma Gandhi? Like, what do you think are some things he did
Actually,
well, and what are some
actually,
things you
we
think he
don't
did
know.
badly?
Actually, there is no certain data, and we have not. We don't have any kind of data that shows that Mahatma Gandhi is something like that. We have heard a lot. We don't have any kind of proof. Like say, if you repeat 100 times, uh, you are bad, you are bad, you are bad, you ultimately gone to you are bad. Okay. If you say 100 times you are good, you are good, you are good, then it will be yes, you are good. So what we have heard about Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi is great, great, great. Okay, he may be great, but there are some certain data that he can save the life of Bhagat Singh, but he didn't try it. He can save many other lives, but he didn't try it. Why he didn't try it?
Could you repeat the question?
Mahatma Gandhi has that kind of power in that kind of era that he can save many brave soldiers at that time at that time of Britishers era, but he didn't that na. Then what is the being of so great if you can't save our soldiers from the hands of Britishers? Then what is being so great? Mahatma Gandhi is great. Mahatma Gandhi is
Well,
great.
I think to me, like, yeah, to me the thing that resonates with me with Mahatma Gandhi
Pandit
is
Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi has forcefully made Pandit Nehru as the first prime minister, but he was not eligible as per the data and as per the lectures given by the old man. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
I think, well, if you could just like listen to me just for a quick sec, I think that the thing that I like about Gandhi is that I believe that the philosophy "an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind" is true. If one,
Okay, let them
you know what I
blind.
mean?
Let them blind.
But I, but, and so what I think Gandhi does is he realizes that, and if you get enough people behind you in a movement to and navigate navigate well enough to call out the people in power and to, I'm not saying that nonviolence isn't, um, like, I think that good nonviolent rebellion actually puts a lot of skin in the game. You know, like
Non-violence has
Because
done
it
nothing
has
for
no,
this country.
we don't punish people.
like
Non-violence has done nothing for this country for the
interesting.
uh, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Independence, for this independence. Our brave soldiers who have given their lives for this country has brought this independence. Subhash Chandra Bose, he and his army, which he created outside the country, that is was the biggest reason why our independence come. If we go through Mahatma Gandhi's respected Mahatma Gandhi's statement or actions, we will continuing jhadu and pocha, making doing like a servant still now. If we have followed his path, what I think so.
You know, that's, yeah. It's important to hear that perspective, I think, and it's not something that I would like to hear or that I would like to think
I'm
is the way
not
forward.
saying
I think it's important to hear this. You know, I think it's important, and I think that just
if
right now it's 3 p.m. 3 p.m. here. It's well, it's
2
probably
p.m.
3 a.m. over there for you.
3 a.m. or 3 p.m.
PM.
P.m. here, but I think it's probably
PM.
3 a.m. there, right? 12
Yeah,
hours.
here almost
So
3:25 a.m.
well, yeah. So I'll let you. I'll just ask this one last question before letting you go because you guys have given me a lot of time and I appreciate it. What do you think are some things that you think other people in the world should know about India or
Other people will have to know that we love each and everybody in this part of the world, whether it may be of any religion, Egyptian, Chinese, Nepali, Pakistani, South African, any. We love each and each human being in this world until and unless he is neutral or positive to us. We are not saying positive, we are saying neutral. No issue. until and unless he is neutral or positive to us, we love them a lot. But if in case he try to be go to the negative portion, means if he hate us, no issue. But when he tries doing this kind of hateness through his actions,
Mm.
we
Yeah.
won't love him, then we will not love him. Why would we love him?
Yeah. I guess because yeah, yeah, that's a
We love them unconditionally if he is neutral or positive. But if he is in the negative portion, if he hate us, if he do
and is
that
violent
kind of
towards you,
actions which
hostile.
hurt
Absolutely.
us
Yeah.
through the emotions or through the actions, we will not loving him back. Not at all.
Okay.
We
And
will be having same kind of actions,
and
an
do
eye for an eye.
Don't be cry. Don't be cry.
and do you think do you guys have any last thoughts before
नहीं
going
मेरे को
before
आपको इंग्लिश
we
में क्या बोलते
leave?
हैं?
Any
Journalist.
last
हाँ
thoughts?
जर्नलिस्ट की स्पेलिंग बता जे
G G O
जे ओ
U R.
जी ओ यू जे ओ यू
अरे तो ऐसी बात करी ना, वो भी तो रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है अगले ये बोल रहा है.
Do you
आर
guys
यू
have
न्यू
Are you
आर
a
यू
news journalist or something like that?
Nope.
आई थिंक सो
No. I'm not. No, you guys can check out my YouTube channel. That is literally the only thing that I
ओके ओके ओके
yeah, I'm not a
कॉपी इसको
journalist.
लिंक को कॉपी करके खोल ले. Wait for a minute.
वेट वेट
इसको
वेट
कॉपी करके खोल ले, फिर बाद में अपन देखेंगे.
ये
So when you will upload this video, huh?
I'm going to put it on right now. As soon as we're done, I'm going to upload it to
Okay, right
YouTube.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah,
But I want to give a disclaimer, huh? Because I have seen this a lot.
sure.
When someone makes a video or in the end or in the starting,
Mhm.
they show a disclaimer. So we have not given any kind of disclaimer. रुकना.
ओह शिट
Oh,
We have not given. So hold on.
yeah,
We
totally.
have not given any kind of disclosure in the starting when we try to say about our feelings now. So we are giving disclaimer right now that what we have said are our personal thoughts, and it is not given to hurt anybody. It is what we have feel and what we have seen. So this is something all personal. It is not for anyone, any caste, any religion, any part of the world, any country, nothing like that. This is all personal. This is for just conversation. It is nothing personal to anybody. If
I,
someone gets hurt by our sayings, by our speech, or by our conversation, I am sorry for that. But it is not like that. It's just a conversation.
totally. And I think it's
Something like
it's
that.
I think it's interesting too, just the like as the last thing where people feel like I've talked to a bunch of people, in a similar way, and a lot of people, say, give similar disclaimers, and
Hmm.
it's just interesting because, like, I think that also reflects like a kind of distrustfulness or something, with. But I think that you guys have been very open, and I think that anyone who's understanding and who's listening knows that these are
Hmm.
personal thoughts, that you don't mean anything hateful by it. I mean, you haven't said anything hateful. You haven't said anything
Hmm.
hateful. So
We
you're
have
just
just shared our feelings, what we
yep,
have seen, what our ancestors have seen, when what our ancestors of ancestors have seen, and what the data we have. We have done the discussions on the basis of these things. Nothing like that.
hmm. And the thing to give you an idea too, I rarely edit my videos. So this whole conversation will be going on unedited, so everyone can see the entire conversation and know exactly the context in which you're speaking. So
Yeah,
you're
sure.
you're fine with that. Um,
Sure, sure.
and do you guys have any last thoughts that you'd like to share before leaving?
No, I want to ask you one question.
Yeah,
Since
totally.
you are, what is your religion?
I would consider myself Unitarian Universalist. Unitarian Universalist. I'm gonna write that
New
out.
concept, huh?
Hold on, I spelled it wrong. Unitarian Universalist.
There's something you don't want to share. That is why you are using these kinds of words, huh?
What is that?
You don't want to share your exact religion. That is why you are using these kinds of words.
Oh no, no. Unitarian Universalist is a religion. It was founded in like 1850s by Ralph Waldo Emerson.
It is
Um,
not digestible, huh? This kind of comment is not digestible.
I grew up Catholic. That's kind of like my foundation.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. So my next question is, what do you want to say? You have asked us so many questions. What do you want to say? What is happening in the country right now? And as per the Indian perspectives, if you have to say, and as per your state of religion where you are currently living in the city,
Oh, cool.
what is your perspective with respect to that? If you want to say,
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll give my opinions of what I think is happening in India. I guess is what you're asking. Like, what do I think is happening in India, and what's my perspective of that? Like, whether it's is that what you're? I'm just clarifying what you're asking.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Please
yeah,
continue.
yeah. Well, I think India is one of the most diverse cultures in the country, and its diversity lends itself to being very open and very tolerant. I think that India, like of the people that I've talked to on this channel, Indians are tend to be the most friendly and the most open, the most vulnerable, which is like I think really important. I think if you figure out how to be vulnerable and open, that's the way to learn how to be tolerant and respectful. Um, I think that some things that are holding India back is possibly having politics be be having religion and politics
The
be
largest thing, the largest thing which is holding India back is not to revoke, not to not to straight away going against the negative things. This is the main bad thing which is holding India back. If India will do the countries other countries are doing, like what I have given example of Mossad for a second. If these kinds of things India will start doing, no one bear to say don't do any kind of bad things against us. If India start doing like these things, if India start taking actions against those bad persons, bad situations,
so
then
from
no one
right.
will have to courage to fight against us.
So from your perspective, you think that India needs to flex its muscles a little more whenever it's taken
Yes,
advantage of. Totally. Yeah, you've said that multiple times.
when we have the power, when we have the guts, when we have everything, then why we are sitting back?
You guys are like geopolitically in a very difficult situation because you're just south of China,
There
you're
is no
just
geopolitical situation. Israel is in a very bad condition, but still he is struggling. Now, no one dares to interact with them because he have shown the middle finger to all of them who try to disturb them.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
has compete to all others who try to punish him. Israel has shown the middle finger. So this is the power Israel is having now.
I
The shape of the country of Israel is that much small, and he is surrounded by the Muslim countries and all other like that.
I think that
And
yeah, I think like sorry, just to get back to your question of like what I think that um I think that India does have like I think the people of India that I've talked to like are good listeners for the most part, and that's a strength. Um, I think that um, in terms of like from my religious standpoint, like I
what
think
we do when someone hurts us, we forget them. Oh, let's forget him.
yeah, you've
We
mentioned
just
that
do like that,
you've
and
meant
this is a very bad thing. Why we forget him? We have to punish him, ना? Why we forget him? माफ करने को क्या बोलते हैं?
yeah.
हाँ,
Is
okay.
that is that I guess are you asking like a rhetorical question or are you asking me why I think India forgets?
No, no, this is my feeling. I'm just
I see.
saying these kinds of things in between the conversation. What I feel. So this is the very bad thing. Now, why we
I see.
forgive?
I see. Yeah, I see. Thank you for sharing it. Yeah, I think I sense like there's yeah, that you feel like India's taken advantage of a lot, and they are. I
When
think
we
India's
haven't
taken
treat
advantage.
anybody badly in in an open situation, when we have not treated anybody badly, then why the else he is treating us badly, na? If he is treating us badly, then we must take an revenge, na? Why would we sit back and take in a relaxed mode and forgive all these things?
I think it's a I think I agree with you. I mean, I agree
If
that
I have,
there's
if
anger.
I have done nothing, for example, if I have done nothing bad with you and you try to slap on my face, na, why would I forgive you? I will slap, I will give you two slaps, na. Don't take it personally. It is an
No, yeah,
example,
no,
na.
no, no, yeah, no. I know,
Don't
I
take
know.
it
Well,
personally.
no, no. I think that's a good example to kind of. I think let me reflect on it. If
If you
someone,
have given me
if so,
one slap,
if
I
I'm,
will
if
give you
wait,
two
hold on,
slaps
just
so that
could you
for
just
the
give me a
next
second?
time
Yeah.
you will not think of slapping me.
Well, could you? I just want to give you my perspective of it. Like,
Yes,
if I were there and I'm treating someone well, and someone punches me,
yes.
I I think at least on a one-to-one basis, I would think, okay, like this guy who punched me has so much more wrong. Like I feel bad for the guy. Like why would someone want to punch me? Why would there's obviously some deeper, darker issues with that person that they need to process, and I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be part of getting back at someone. Like to me, getting back at someone is never as satisfying as I think
But
it's
why
going
to
to be.
find out these kinds of things, that why someone has punched us, why someone has done this? If he hasn't think not for a single minute, why do we think, na? If he has done if he have given us a chance of conversation before slapping us, then we will give him another chance, na? If he have not, doesn't give us a chance, why would we give him a chance?
I think that like looking at one of the reasons why I think India doesn't get back at like people who have done India wrong is because they don't maybe your leadership doesn't think that you have the political ability to
We have
do it.
great leaders in the past, in the current era, and we will be having a great leader in the future. But the thing is, we have done so much mistakes in the past, in the current. This is why we are suffering. We have accepted Mughaliyas in a good way, but what we have did us, we have accepted Britishers in a good way. They have come here for business, but what he has done. So
No,
we have accepted them in a good way, na?
no.
But what they did to us, is there any mistake from us? No, we have done nothing bad, na?
No, you haven't. I don't feel like India has done much bad at all. It sucks. It sucks. You know. But I think that as time goes on,
We
They all
haven't gone
they all
first to British, na? We have not gone to England first
no.
they all
for
fight over.
for a business or for ruling them. They have come here, na? We have not gone first. We have not gone first to Arabian countries, Muslim countries. They have come here, na? And if they have come, we have accepted them as a guest. Then what is the purpose of the guest? To stay well and go back. Is it like that? But what they have done to us, this is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
We have done mistakes, these kinds of mistakes. Two big mistakes. To accept Mughaliyas and to accept the British Empire.
And is that the last thing that you'd like to say before going, or is there something else? Anything else?
No, no, no. There will be no last thing until this conversation goes on. the things must go on. So there will be no last thing to say. You can close this chapter
Okay. Cool.
anyway.
So, like on a final note, the I guess we you believe that things will continue to be
Hi, nice to meet you. Hello.
okay. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll just
Hi.
I'll end it here.
Oh, nice guy.
You got a little crowd there. Hey, thank you guys for. I'm gonna end the recording now. Does that sound okay? I'll end the recording.
Okay, let's end this video. Huh?
Okay.
Nice to talk to you.
It was awesome talking. Thank you so much for
Stay
sharing
healthy.
your thoughts. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yeah. You
And
guys
good
too.
luck.
And make sure to subscribe to the channel too. You'll be able to see
Yeah,
your
yeah.
video pop up in probably 25
Okay.
minutes or so.
Okay, bro.
Good
Alright,
day.
man.
Good
Yep.
luck.
Good day.
Alright.
अच्छा
Yes.
ये
हाँ, ठीक.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the YouTube channel. Check it out.
Yeah, yeah. We know.
निकाल दिया ना यार.
Alright, guys.
Okay.
Take care now. Bye bye.
क्लोज कर दे.